This is it. Our biggest European test yet. 2 legs against Fiorentina. Massive challenge, but massive opportunity and no room for mistakes. So let's get into it. And we are going to fire straight into our very first game against Fiorentina. First leg at home. Hopefully we can leave this with a positive result to at least take to Fiorentina for the second leg, with a chance of us potentially getting through to the next round. Obviously, Fiorentina, I would expect them to be right up there in amongst the favourites to win this competition. They're a pretty good team from Italy. And we are probably, we are 1-0 down, is what we are. Yeah, we probably would do very well to beat these. I would imagine this might be our limit. And certainly suggests that with conceding after 7.5 minutes, as Gossens wins the header towards Piccoli, and Piccoli fires it in. Herrera scrambling to get across to his goal, unable to save it. And we start off conceding within the first 10 minutes. Not ideal. It looks like there's going to be another chance for Fiorentina to maybe make it 2. As the free kick comes in, and Robin Gossens gets onto it to head it home and make it 2-0. And it's not started very well, this match at all. The in-swinging free kick from the right-hand side on his left peg. Gossens at the far post, completely unmarked, heads it underneath the diving Herrera. And 16 minutes in, we are 2-0 down. What a start this has been. Now Moise Keane up top for Fiorentina, so I'm not sure where he is. But Gossens and Lamptey as their wing-backs. Quite like that. Though Gossens, I'm pretty sure, is getting on a little bit now. As they're on the attack again with Goodmanson now, 23 minutes in. Surely not. No. Should be looking for a player in the middle there. I think he went for the shot. Fires it over. Not troubling the goalkeeper at all. And we'll live to fight another day. Yeah, so who have they got? They've got Fagioli, Lamptey, Gossens. And I think that's probably about all I recognise, to be honest. But they're certainly good enough to be doing the business against us, as they've limited us just to 2 shots in the first half with none on target. Now we're going at half time, 2-0 down. I think we've probably, besides maybe like a Besiktas there and a Crystal Palace, that's possibly the hardest draw we could have had. Looking at some of those teams like Copa versus Bran and the teams underneath that in the fixture list, we definitely could have gone further in this competition if we'd have had a nicer draw. Right, we're not going to win if we don't shoot, boys. Now let's take that into the second half and hopefully get a goal. Maybe pull one back nice and early would be ideal. Geiger's picked up a knock. We'll see how he gets on. Ahoyaran and Balalovic not started the greatest. Tobers as well. Tobers knows to Devlin, all on below average ratings there. The only one who seems to be having a good game at the moment is Keskinen. Brandon Williams with a free kick. Can we create anything from this? Ahoyaran finds Keskinen. Keskinen to Williams. Brandon Williams cuts inside, gives it to Keskinen. Geiger forward to Lastic. Back to Keskinen, and the shot hits the crossbar. And Brandon Williams too busy holding his head there to keep the ball in play. Let's fire him up. Let's fire him up and see how that goes. We're on the attack again here with Lazatic. Brandon Williams fires it into the injured Geiger. Geiger finds Ahoyaran. Can he slip a ball through? He chooses to go alone. goes past his man, dawdles on it, and runs it out of play, and get Cameron off. On, sorry. And we'll get Armstrong on for the injured Geiger. Probably should have took Hiran off after what he's just done with the ball, but because of the registration rules and obviously needing homegrown from club specifically, we're quite limited with the options we've actually got on the bench for these European games. So Kempfir with a free kick for Fiorentina. I think this might be the first chance we've actually seen for them in the second half. Still comfortably 2-0 up. As Nador or Ndor gives it to Lamptey, who fires over. Right, I've made a couple of subs. I'll cut it out of the video though, because honestly, the lack of options we had, I was umming and ahhing about who to actually put in. So as you can see though, we've moved Armstrong to the right wing position with Kjartansson coming on to go into that defensive midfield slot. Cameron in the middle now as the 10 with Hiran out on the left hand side. As we see another chance for Fiorentina here with a corner. And the corner comes in. It's headed towards the far post. Shot at goal, but blocked. Fortunately for us. But they've still got it here, Fiorentina. Fortunately for us, though, nothing's going to come from it. 92nd minute. I mean, if we can at least keep this to 2, it gives us a chance in the return leg, even though it will be away from home. Goodmanson with the free kick. Heads it deep. That looked like a push on Piccoli. And that is certainly not what we needed. Penalty awarded. And after I've just said it would have been nice to keep this to at least 2. Or to 2 at the max, sorry. We give away a silly penalty. Goodmanson steps up. Makes no mistake. 3-0. And we've got a mountain to climb in the second leg. Away from home as well. This is this first leg being at home. This is exactly where we needed to get a good result. As home advantage is certainly quite big in these fixtures, and we have not done ourselves proud in the slightest. As Lazatic puts it home, not sure if this is going to stand though. Lazatic there, by the way, 10 goals in 9 games in Europe. Unfortunately, it's going to be 9 in 9, but still pretty good return from him in the Conference League. All right. Unfortunately, though, that is how it's going to finish. 3-0 to Fiorentina, and poor showing all round from us. Yeah, team did not turn up today at all. Right, anything surprise outcome? That's not us, is it? Fiorentina Easter victory. That's certainly us. Brandon Williams going to be suspended for the second leg as well, by the look of it, which is certainly not ideal and doesn't make things any easier. Declan Rice is being scouted by Al Hilal. That'd be a huge move. Right, nothing important there. Celtic out to secure qualification. They are comfortably in the lead in the season. 6 points clear. You can just about see there on the right hand side against Rangers. And you can also see we're down in 5th place with some work to do on securing qualification for next season. Right, we've got a new intake of youth players. See if we've got. Well, we've got two elite prospects, which is good to see. Got a 15-year-old who looks about 30 because of the mod that we've got on for the new gens. Obviously, can't really tell anything at the moment, but two elite prospects. That's good to see. We need obviously the youth prospects to come through because, like we've just found out, with the homegrown players lacking, certainly restricts us in Europe because we didn't really have any great options on the bench in that game. Obviously, there'll be a couple of other things with suspensions and whatnot as well, and injuries maybe. But yeah, we need to have some good homegrown players to strengthen our bench, basically. Right, we've got back to the league now. We've got Falkirk at home, as you've just seen from that little glimpse at the table. We need to pick up some points here. We've still got work to do to secure our our European spot basically for next season, which is going to be vital for obviously money side of things for bringing in players. And Falkirk, who are just in front of us in the league table, 3 points in fact. So a win here. This is basically a 6-pointer. We really need to win this game to give us a good chance of securing that European spot for next season. Obviously, we'd ideally finish in third, but fourth obviously gives it as well. So Lazatic slots it home inside 5 minutes. Good finish from him. And we start as we needed to. Here's me yapping away. And look at this move straight from the goalkeeper. Ends up with Lazatic finding the back of the net. Where was this in the last game, Hoyaran and Lazatic? Already done more than he did in the whole of the last 90 minutes. As we've got a corner now for Falkirk with Miller. And the cross comes in to the far post. It's clear to the edge of the box. And Williams is going to fire straight through everybody, through the goalkeeper as well, and make it 1-1. And we are back level 17 minutes in. So our good early start quickly wiped out. Can we maybe get another one? As Devlin gets away with one there. Nosta gives it to Geiger. Geiger to Keskinen. Keskinen spreads it wide to the right with Balalovic. Balalovic with a cross. Finds Hoyaran. He fires it home. The referee's wanting to check for offside. Didn't look it to me, but what does VAR say? VAR says a goal awarded, 2-1. Things you love to see. And yeah, Hoyaran with a goal and an assist. Where was this in the last game, pal? Really could have done with that against Fiorentina. Just to give us even one goal would have been nice. Well, conceding that goal certainly seemed to give them a kick up the backside. We're approaching half time, 2-1 in front. And that looks like that's how it's going to finish at the break, which is great to see. And we hang on to this, though, for the second half. Can we maybe add to it? As you can see in the live table, this would put us up to third place. So this is a huge game for us. There's a Falkirk with it at the back now. And they go down the line to Miller. Miller on the right wing. Crosses it to the near post. And the header by Barney Stewart to make it 2-2. And we've not even been playing 5 minutes in the second half. And whatever the manager said to them at half time has certainly worked, as they very quickly get an equaliser. Hopefully, that's where it ends, though. As Cartwright plays it inside. It's gone to Williams, and a wonderful save there from Herrera. That looked like a certain goal to me, so he's done well to keep that out. Still with it now, though, Falkirk. Thankfully, nothing going to come from it for us. But yeah, great save from Herrera to keep it 2-2. His rating not really reflecting that, considering it was a really good save. But never mind. And after I mentioned about us getting a boot up the backside after conceding the first, we look like we've done absolutely nothing since we got the second. Maybe make some subs. Geiger, looks like his race is run. We'll get him off. For Armstrong, we will bring Cameron on in for Keskinen, and we'll give Cullen a run out, who I'm pretty sure is on another goal drought. Maybe we just need to sign another striker and maybe start scoring again. Anyway. And we find a winner in this. We've got Jensen on at left back as well. The Brandon Williams, who probably should have played the whole match, considering he's going to be suspended for the second leg of the Fiorentina game, but it looks like more subs have done absolutely nothing, as we've still not had a shot since our second goal. And that looks like how it's going to finish, unless a miracle. Nope, that is it. 2-2. So, I mean, at least we haven't lost ground to them, but we've maybe given up some points to, I think, was it Hibs, who are in and amongst it with us as well? Yeah, so Hibs have overtaken us now on goal difference only, though. Level on points. So, at least we're not behind on points as well. We'll give the players a little rest besides Brandon Williams, because he's going to be suspended anyway. We'll rest these for a day. Ready for our second leg against Fiorentina. It's a tough game after that as well with Rangers. And it is not the time to be getting injured, Mr. Kjartansson. Means he's likely to be out of the Fiorentina game. Yeah, 6 to 7 weeks. Well, that's his season done then. Anything else? Man City keeping tabs on Mbappe, was that? Always seems to happen on every save. Mbappe goes to Man City, or back to PSG, or Man City, and then PSG. It's happened on like 3 of my saves now. Never ends up staying at Real Madrid, which is quite surprising considering they've only just really signed him. IRL. Last season, I think it was. Maybe. I can't even remember if it was last season or this season. Been a long season. And we'll put Milanovic in at cam. Obviously, Brandon Williams out for Jensen because of the suspension. And that is how we'll leave it. Ready for our huge game now in our second leg against Fiorentina. Hopefully, we actually show up this game, because we were shocking in the first leg, conceding losing 3-0 at home. And now we're away at Fiorentina. So can we do anything here? A lovely green pitch. I'm just trying to check if they are starting with the same lineup. They've definitely got the same front two. There's Lamptey here on the right hand side. Goes past Jensen, who goes sliding at it and completely misses it. Lamptey now pulls it back to Fagioli, back to the edge of the box. And Ndor goes for the long range effort, but Herrera saves down to his left hand side to put it out for a corner. Yeah, so I don't recognise the DM, Mandragora? Don't know. Apologies if I've just absolutely butchered that. And yeah, no Gossens at left back this time. Obviously, the higher in goal. Didn't even notice him last time. Ndor in centre mid. Recognise him from FC, but yeah, still no Moise Keane. So maybe he's actually left, or maybe he's just injured. Certainly wouldn't mind him myself. There's Milanovic. Plays Bilalovic in on the right hand side. Goes inside his man. Pause. And then shoots miles over the crossbar. And that's about as close as we've got in 2 legs, I think, besides the offside goal. Certainly started this game the better as we're not 2-0 down, so the XG certainly showing we are seriously lacking in terms of creating good chances though. Obviously still early on in the game, but misplaced pass there. Can we maybe counter and score here? Goiga, square to Aremu, gives it Milanovic, plays it wide to Bilalovic. He goes past his man, bearing down on goal now, pulls it across, but the shot's blocked and cleared, and it's going to be picked up by Jensen on the left hand side, who gives it away. But we've won it back, and unfortunately, nothing's going to come from it though. Poor from Jensen there, but well played from Bilalovic. Good ball into the box, and unfortunately for us, the shot was blocked and easily cleared. As we approach half time, with the scoreline at 0-0, 3-0 on aggregate to Fiorentina, we needed a big win in this one, which, let's be honest, was always very unlikely. But I mean, I guess at least we're seeing a bit of fight from them this time after a real poor performance at Petardre. Yeah, nothing happening from kickoff there. Keskinen threatened to do something, but no, not today. Sabiri with a free kick. Cleared out to Fagioli. It's back to Sabiri, who goes across goal and just bends it around the keeper into the far post to make it 1-0, 4-0 on aggregate. And it's fair to say the tie is completely done now. Unfortunately for us, but I do think we've probably got the hardest draw that we could have in this round of the competition. Hopefully we don't embarrass ourselves now as we give them a little fire up to try and motivate them to get them back into the game. Because Lamptey goes for an audacious effort there, putting it over the crossbar though. And we'll get Hieran on. And we'll get Cullen on. Hieran obviously off the back of a good game against Falkirk. Can he carry into this game? Maybe should have started him, to be honest, after that good performance. But yeah, Milanovic has done really well recently. His form had certainly improved after putting him in that number 10 position. So I think he deserved his chance in there. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off, but he's still on the pitch at right wing. Certainly going to be a position we need to look at improving next season, as Moises and Keskinen have been fairly inconsistent, both with good patches of form. But as the goal closed again here with a shot across the goalkeeper, hitting the post, must have got a touch on it as it looks like it's gone out for a corner. Fortunately for us, though, nothing going to come from that. As we ride our luck. And another chance here for Fiorentina with a cross coming in from the free kick to Piccoli. He tries to pull it back, but Milanovic clears it, but he gives it straight back to Fiorentina. Keskinen looking really tired now. We'll get Cameron on quickly just to provide some fresh legs. And we'll get Armstrong on for Aremu. And I mean, we have really struggling for options here, so we'll just leave Milanovic on. and pray for a miracle. And it looks like that miracle is certainly not going to happen. As we're still only the 4 shots for the game. I don't think we've done anything since the encouragement or the fire up or whatever we did. I think Fiorentina are just too strong for us, unfortunately. As Hyoran picks it up and gets fouled there. Anything going to come from that? No. And that looks about where it's going to finish. And our European dream is over, unfortunately for us. 4-0 on aggregate, though, against Fiorentina. It's fair to say the better side won and are through. But I think we can say we've been hard done by with a draw there. Obviously, we would have, if we'd have gone through, there was another chance to play a team that was likely going to beat us, but it would have been nice to get a little bit further for the money side of it more than anything. And talking of money, we receive 691,000 as Cullen vows to end goal drought. Well, how about you stop vowing to end the goal drought and just do it? Just do a goal, mate. You're a big money signing, and you've been pretty pants, to be honest. And we've signed our youth candidates. We'll give our players a little rest here because we've got Rangers coming up in no time at all. And we're on a little bit of bad form here with no win 3, as you can see in the top right there. Obviously, 2 of those games were against Fiorentina, and the one in between a draw against Falkirk, who are in and amongst it with us, as Gremio's manager is not happy with the game time we've been giving Andre, which, granted, is probably my fault, and certainly not helped by the fact I couldn't register him for Europe, which obviously would have given him chance there. But he would have hit the ground running. Obviously, he'd have played a lot more, but he just hasn't done the business. But hopefully, we can get a better goal scorer for next season to go alongside Lazatic, because he's been the only one that's really scored goals consistently for us this season. Obviously, Keskinen and Moises both chipping in as well, but right into the final game of today's episode, and it's another big one as we're away at Ibrox for a game against Rangers, which is not ideal, as we could do with picking up a win here to get us closer to confirming our place in those European spots. As you can see, we are moving up to 4th place as it stands, but as it stands, we are drawing with Rangers because we've only just kicked off. So, can we get a positive result here? That would be nice. Very, very quiet. Opening 20 minutes. And after being told off basically by Gremio's manager, we have started Andre this game. So let's see if he can do anything for us. As Brandon Williams plays it inside to Armstrong. Now Andre comes short, passes it wide to Devlin. Devlin puts Balalovic in. Can he find anyone in the middle? He's going to go himself. Selfish has cost us a chance as the ball goes out for a corner. Could have looked for it. I think there was a couple of players in the box. He could have looked for the square 2 there, but dilly-dallied on the ball. The goalkeeper comes out and puts it out for a corner. Pretty poor from Balalovic there. There's a good chance to put us 1-0 up. Yeah, we are now dropping back down to 5th. Also, got to be careful of St Mirren here. I think I saw a couple of, maybe before the last game, that they were on a run of wins or undefeated. And you can see Hibs, us, and St Mirren will all be, as it stands, level on 48 points. Can we maybe nick a goal before half time? As Herrera gives the ball away to Ant-Man, pulls it across, and Nadiri makes it 1-0 for Rangers after, yeah, 4 from Herrera there. Leaves the pass short, and Rangers capitalise on his mistake and make it 1-0. Can we hit with the instant reply, or are we just going to get the half-time whistle here? Vlahovic gives it away now. And I imagine this is probably going to be it. Asgard finds Nadiri. Wide to Sterling and to Scott Olsen. Yeah, I think this is likely. Maybe I don't finish that sentence. Williams wins it back. I would imagine this will be the last action of the first half. Yep. Of course, we were on the counter attack there, so of course that'll be the perfect time to blow your whistle, referee. Right, Andre getting us underway for the second half. Can we start off with an early goal? That would be nice, please. Andre kicking off about his game time, really showing what he should be starting. But as the free kick, comes in, cleared though to Raskin. Raskin finds Cornelius, who finds Raskin again, who, with a long range effort, curling round, hits the post, and it's cleared by Nicky Devlin into touch for a throw in. Rangers going close again there. As Ant-Man pulls it back to Magoma. Cornelius now. Back with Magoma. Back with Cornelius. All the way back to Giga. Finds Asgard. Goes for the goes to fire it in, but it's saved by Herrera. Thought he just plays it over the bar, to be honest, but corner coming from that. Herrera trying to make up for his error. Right, Andre not doing anything. We'll get him off. Vlahovic having a stinker. We'll get Keskinen on. And we'll get Geiger back in at DM and move Armstrong into the 10. Can we salvage anything from this? We're only 1-0 down. Just the one goal to get us back into the point. Or get us at point, rather. It's Devlin with the throw in. Finds Armstrong. Back to Devlin. Devlin tries to play it Keskinen, but gives it away. Raimu heads it though. And Armstrong is going to find Keskinen, I think. And probably should have buried that, to be honest, but the goalkeeper saves, put it out for a corner, and it stays 1-0. In a lot of attacking here, which is good to see, but unfortunately, no goal as of yet. Iran now finds Geiger in the middle. Tries to go over the top to Keskinen, but it's cut out. Back with Aremu, though, and Geiger. Brandon Williams now goes for the effort from outside the box, but goes straight down the throat of Jack Butland. And it's a comfortable save for him. We certainly seem to be playing okay. Only half the shots that Rangers have had, but we certainly seem to be getting the majority of the highlights at the moment. As Raskin finds Scott Olsen. Plays it inside to Asgard, who fires it straight through to Nadiri. Hits the post. And Diamonde with a follow-up fires it into, well, pretty much an open net with Herrera scrambling to get back for it. But unfortunately for us, it's going to be 2-0 to Rangers. And we've got a lack of options on the bench, so Milne is going to be the only one we're actually going to make, with him coming on at right back. And yeah, this looks like this one's going to run away from us. I'm pretty sure we've lost every time we've played Rangers this season. We've obviously managed to get a couple of wins against Celtic, which is weird, really, when Celtic are comfortably top of the league and Rangers are in second. That we've managed to beat the team that's top, but not the team that's second. So yeah, unfortunate for us, as you can no longer see us on that live table with Hibs moving up into fourth, Falkirk obviously comfortably still in third. And even with this win, Rangers will be 9 points behind Celtic. So yeah, that looks like it's how it's going to finish. And after me talking about how we looked like we were playing well and having a lot of chances, we've not really done anything since then. So maybe the curse of the commentator. As we end 2-0 to Rangers. Unfortunately for us, not much we could really do about the second goal, but yeah, I'm going to ignore the assistant's advice on that one. Right, so we are currently sat in sixth place. I'm pretty sure we play 38 times. Obviously, there's only the 12 teams, but we do have the split coming up. And yeah, we're 3 points behind Hibs and 4 behind Falkirk. So fingers crossed with the games that we have left. Obviously, playing those teams above us, we can maybe regain some ground. And as you can see, it looks a lot worse than it is, but obviously 3 of those losses are in cup competitions, 2 obviously in Europe, 1 in the Scottish Cup quarter final. But yeah, no win in the last 5 games, and we've lost 2 and drawn 1 in our last, what's that, 3? No, we've actually drawn 2 and lost 2 in our last 4 SPL games. So yeah, we need to make some improvements in the next episode. So that Fiorentina tie is done. Some massive moments there, but the season is far from over. We've still got 7 huge league games left, including the split. We're going to be playing the teams around us, so there's still plenty to play for. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.